Hey guys, we are back with another Ark Taming series video, and today we are working on the Metridiochoerus, and this is a very stinky piggy, is what it is. And they are somewhat important early in the game. I'm going to grab one right here. This is a high level 180, max level for my server is 180. And so we have the creature. Obviously, they can be picked up by Argentavises, even though mine has no feathers or skin or muscle or anything like that. It's still very good at picking the things up with the stuff. So we have the creature in our talons. We're going to bring him home, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the creature as we do so. This is basically a warthog. It's always hungry. It's always eating. And it's definitely not fussy what it is they're shoveling down their gullets. If you've seen the film Snatch, then I will refer you to Bricktop's speech about hungry piggies. If you haven't, well, go and watch it. It's a great film. As you'd expect, these little piggies will clear the shop when they go to the market. They are omnivores that'll scoff down anything, including rare mushrooms and flowers, although with their ability to find the aforementioned mushrooms in massive quantities. We're still heading the right way here. You can safely remove the rare from their name. They find rare mushrooms very much. You'll find a lot of them. What is that? Alpha T-Rex. Okay, alright. See many of those nowadays. Anywho, their preferred taming food is sweet veggie cakes. And unlike other omnivores, they will indeed receive the health boost that comes with consuming the sweet veggie cakes. The hungrier they get, the harder they hit. Melee damage increases the lower their food value gets, up to 2 times melee on a totally empty stomach. Killing piggies will yield delicious pork chops. These operate in the same fashion as swine flesh from better dinos, providing fast healing for carnivores and increased health when compared to normal raw meat with half of the force feed cooldown. Alright? As with beef, you can make cooked pork chops in the AOA campfire. You'll also be able to cook up a mouth-watering full English breakfast in the AOA crafting bench, made using pork, small or extra small eggs, savor root, and rare mushrooms. Guaranteed a full stomach from this hearty meal. It'll keep your food going up for a full 5 minutes and restore a big old chunk of health, too. Metridios seem to have developed something of a stomach issue since being introduced to the Arks. They've gotten a little, how should I put it, gassy. Oof. When wild or unridden, a piggy who gets reduced to less than 50% health will let loose a massive fart and then proceed to leg it as fast as their little trotters will carry them. So if they get below 50% health, they will fart, they will release this huge cloud of gas, and then they will use that as a distraction to run away. Okay? And that cloud of gas creates a damage tick of 5 damage per second for anything that is caught in that cloud. Even giant carnivores cannot withstand that damage tick if they get caught in the gassy cloud. Okay? I'm going to drop him into my trap, and then we're going to park my rotisserie chicken. Here we go with more information. Riding a Metridiochoerus can put this to good use and make it expel wind on command by pressing right-click, but only if it is in need of doing a poop. On the upside, you'll be able to let several go before it inevitably follows through. A poop icon in your top left corner will let you know when your piggy is ready to go with that gas cloud. Now what we're going to do is we're going to knock him out. My taming rates are 2.5 on my server. We are using a Ascendant long neck rifle with 430% damage on it, And we're using shocking trank darts as our ammo. And we're just going to knock him out, hopefully. Let's drop down to this level. And we need to be careful of the cloud. Because once it gets to 50% health, it will unleash that cloud. Okay, we missed. It's fine. My aim is perfect. That's cool. That's cool. We'll get it eventually. It's fine. Alright. Let's stay away. I don't want to get poisoned. GG. Okay, apparently I'm missing it. Right, there we go. It is knocked out. And it wants 7 veggie cakes. So we're going to go ahead and toss those on there. It's got fast torpor, so keep an eye on that. It's got plenty of torpidity there, though, so we shouldn't have a problem with that. My taming rates are 2.5, but my Binturong from additional creatures to Wild Ark will create a food drain that is faster, which will make him eat a lot quicker. Okay? Now, these guys do take a saddle, and the saddle is done at level, let's see here, level 20. So this is an early game saddle. It's very good. It sounds like the best thing for the best thing that this thing does is it gives you that English breakfast. These guys will spawn on the island, Ragnarok Center, and Valguero in the Redwoods. The Extinctions City Park, which is the east side of the city, and the Scorched Earth Oasis is where these guys spawn. Okay? Anywhere there's a Redwoods probably as well. Any other maps that might have a Redwoods spawn, they will probably be there also. So we're going to go ahead and get him tamed up, and I will be right back. We will put a saddle on him, and I will show you how to do the things with this stuff when we're on his back. Don't go anywhere. Asking. Okay, so one thing you may notice is it will possibly say put food in inventory to tame. If you have awesome spyglass, it might say that. Do not worry about that. It will still eat the sweet veggie cakes. That is just something it does, and it will do the same thing on the snails as well, the acatinas. That's just, I don't know why it does that, but it does not affect the taming of it. It will still tame just fine. But just keep an eye on it just in case. All right, so there we go. We have our Metridiochoerus completely tamed up. Now we're going to head in and find our AOA smithy and craft him up a saddle so we can take him out for a ride. And I will show you what the other buttons do. Okay, so here's my AOA smithy. Again, you go to your saddles. You'll find your saddle here. We're going to make one of those saddles like so. They take hide, fiber, and wood. It's not going to work unless you unlock the saddle. So make sure you do that. It's level 20. It takes 18 engram points to unlock. Once you unlock it, it will be grade. And then you can just craft you a saddle. Like so. And so we're going to grab the saddle. We're going to go outside, and I will show you the rest of this creature's features. Creature's features. I'm not a rapper. I swear I'm not. Right, so here is our Metridiochoerus. By the way, the funny thing is, Animals of Atlas mod developer, I don't know who you are, but you actually, on your mod discussions, you have the name spelled wrong. In the game, it's spelled correctly, though. But anyway, here is your piggy. Okay. Very cool looking creature, as usual. The rest of the creatures in this mod are amazing as well. But anyway, you will notice left click does 20 base damage. It's just a bite, essentially. As your food decreases, The bite attack will do more damage because the more your food decreases. You can do up to double the damage. And also you can harvest... let me go back this way. You can harvest bushes and trees with this guy. They're not very fast, as you can tell. They're much quicker when you jump with them. Okay? Which is obviously just the space bar. Alright, but what we want to do is I just kind of want to show you guys how you harvest and what they harvest. So here's bushes. Okay, and you're just going to get berries. Trees, you'll get thatch. Okay, and you're supposed to also get mushrooms with this, but I'm not seeing mushrooms coming. And there's the cloud. Okay. Now you have to have the poop indicator in your upper right corner in order to use the cloud. See there, you can see it in the upper right there. Once that is there, then you can use it. All right, like just right click, he'll poop, and then you can run away. All right, and you can see the cloud is pretty big also. I'm calling BS on the rare mushrooms so far, though. We're not getting any. Let me explain to you what the gas cloud does, though. The right mouse button will unleash a gas cloud from the pig's rear end that causes a cloud that will do 5 damage per tick over 5 seconds. This damage can be prevented with the use of a gas mask. Okay? Remember that. It will damage allied players and tames, including yourself, but not any pigs. Dinos up to a certain size will flee from the cloud. This can only be used when ridden if the Metrio is in need of a poop. There will be a visual indicator in the top left to tell you when it's ready. It's actually in the top right. Attempting to use it otherwise will display a cannot use message. When you are able to fart, the Metrio will automatically poop 2 seconds after unleashing one, but you may be able to let several go in that time. Wild and unridden Metrios will only fart after receiving 50% damage and will then attempt to flee. Be careful, as the fart cloud will damage the pig's rider and other allied tames as it lingers around. Nobody is safe. So the one thing I'm a bit concerned about is I am not seeing any rare mushrooms being harvested here, you guys, at all. This is supposed to be what this is known for. Unless there's another button that I'm missing. It's not, it's just left mouse and right mouse. This is 100% not giving rare mushrooms at all. It's supposed to, but it's not. It even says left mouse button 20 base damage, rising up to 2 times damage with decreasing food. Can harvest bushes and trees, 3 times multiplier for rare mushrooms with a 100 times chance of getting rare mushrooms. So I'm curious if I don't understand. Like, maybe you actually have to harvest the mushroom, like actual mushrooms with it in order to get mushrooms. And not these bushes. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comment section if that is indeed the case. My guess is that's how it works, is you have to actually harvest mushrooms with it. And then you're guaranteed of getting rare mushrooms. But that is the Metridiochoerus, the gassy pig from the Animals of Atlas mod. There it is. Another cool looking creature. Pretty dope. Look at it, man. It's so cool looking. It's very cool looking. Imagine taking a trip with one of these across the map, huh? That would probably be an adventure. Anyway, maybe that's a future video here on the YouTube channel. Who indeed knows? Again, the cool thing about that is you can use its pork chop, combine it with, well, actually, an AOA campfire. You go into the AOA campfire, sure if I have one of those set up anymore. I don't think I do. But if you go into the AOA campfire, then you can craft something called the English breakfast, or full English breakfast, using pork, extra small eggs, saveroot, and rare mushrooms. And that gives you an incredibly big old chunk of health. And keeps your food value going up for 5 full minutes. So that is the Metridiochoerus, the gassy pig from the Animals of Atlas. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'll catch you down the road.